In this video, I'm going to tell you about the basic difference between IMF and World Bank. Both IMF and World Bank were founded on the Bretton Woods Conference of 1945. Here, I made a comparison chart between IMF and World Bank. In a short way, we can say that IMF is for the economic stability purpose, whereas World Bank is for the economic growth purpose. IMF will lend to the country who is facing financial crisis such as balance of payment, whereas World Bank will help to the country who is facing poverty and also for the long-term development growth of a particular country. World Bank will help, and there are 188 countries in IMF, and also same as for the World Bank, also 188. The staff members in IMF is 2300, whereas World Bank is 1700. I will tell you about the structure of IMF and World Bank. First, we can go for IMF. IMF is having a single structure and it is having 4 credit lines. IMF will lend to the countries in the manner of 4 credit lines. First one is FCL, PLL, SBA, EFF. I will tell you about these credit lines in the next slide. And whereas World Bank is having 2 instruments. First one is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and the second one is for International Development Association. First, we can learn about credit lines. First one is a FCL, flexible credit line. IMF will lend to the countries if a country is going to face a problem. Before a country facing a problem, IMF will lend to a country in the manner of FCL, flexible credit line. This is usually given to the countries well before they get into a problem. And the second one is PLL, precautionary lending. This is for the countries that are beginning to get big. That is the initial stage. If a country is going to face a problem in the initial stage, then IMF will lend to the country in the manner of a PLL, precautionary lending. And the third one is standby arrangement. This is for the countries that are quite weak but can be rescued quickly. For those countries, IMF will lend to the country in the form of a standby arrangement. And the last one is extended fund facility. This is for the countries that are severely suffered from a problem and it needs a long-term help for the country. For those countries, IMF will lend to the countries in the form of extended fund facility. These are all the 4 credit lines that is followed by IMF for the lending of money to the country which is facing a problem. And the next one is World Bank. World Bank, as I told you, 2 basic instruments. First one is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. These instruments will help to the countries for the construction of roads and dams. For those things only IBRD works. And the second one is International Development Association. International Development Association will help for the poorest nations, okay, and it focuses only on the process of education and also immunization related things. It focus, and it is a grant body. Whatever it lends to a country, it won't get interest for the money that it lends. Only the principal will be returned to the IDA, okay. This is called a grant body. Interest is not charged, and usually countries are given a long term period for repayment of the loan, okay. This is the IDA works, and these are all the basic difference between IMF and World Bank. And I hope you have a clear idea about the basic difference between World Bank and IMF. And this is a channel called Demolisher, and it is created by me, Purna Chandran. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day, guys.